Howdy y'all, it's JR and I'm back with a new Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. In the last video, we showed you how to survive a sandstorm. You won't believe what we have in store for you in this one. Ever tried to take a dinosaur's temperature? Let's play.
I wish we'd had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid. Our Canadian friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA. My division is the DSD, Dangerous Species Division. I'm Dr. Dua. I have an extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here. A poacher camp. What remains of it, anyway. Amateurs. They only succeeded in getting themselves and others killed. And making our job that much more difficult.
Dr. Dua, the dinosaurs are still agitated.
Tranquilizing them would appear to be the best option at this point.
Let's do it safely and quickly as we can.
Just as an organization has key players, me, it also has key facilities that it needs to run effectively. So you should get started with the construction of an arrival building, a control center, and also a backup generator to supply power.
The first part of this video is a summary of what we've learned in the last video. How to place down facilities, capture dinosaurs from the helicopter, and create enclosures that will house the dinosaurs properly and comfortably. If you want to view the tutorial portion of the video, I've placed a link in the description below to skip to that part. Now before you do that, I hope you listen to the rest of the video because I have an important question for you. As we hurry through this summary, I want to ask y'all what your thoughts are on the new DLC and free update coming March 8th. From the dev blog and the teaser stream, it sounds like the developers of Jurassic World Evolution 2 listened to the players. Now, I don't much care for the DLC content. I was never a fan of the Camp Cretaceous cartoons, but the quality of life changes and the decorations in the free update is what has me very excited. I can't wait to get my hands on that first-person camera. It is going to change the way I film my parks. Now, instead of filming at the 3,000-foot level while managing the park, I'm going to be able to go to the ground level and really interact with the park while I'm filming. The first-person camera in this update is a game changer for me. It gives me the opportunity to do so much more in my parks. How about you? What are you looking forward to in the new update? Tell me how you feel about the new update and the DLC in the comments below. Now stick with me to review what we've learned, or you can skip ahead if you want. I put a link in the description below. In the meantime, we are going to review a lot of what we did in that first video, only with more dangerous animals.
Not bad if I do say so myself. And I guess I am. But we're also going to need a response facility. Your response to this directive should be to get one built. Huh? You see what I did there, huh? Response. Never mind. Don't respond.
Claire, we need to get the dinosaurs into new holding enclosures.
The ones we've already captured.
Yep, that's right.
And we'll want them awake and as comfortable as possible.
Now, as we did in the last video, we have to make sure that the dinosaurs we capture are at 100% comfort level. That's to ensure that they don't break free and then we have to recapture them again. We also have to place down an observation deck so that the scientists in the park and the facility can study the dinosaurs. Once we get these things done, then we move on to the next part of this campaign.
They had dangerous animals here?
Correct, Mr. Finch. We know where they were. But now, Mr. Grady, it's essential that we know where they are.
I know my dinosaurs. I'd say they're headed off in this direction.
And do you know your dinosaurs, Mr. Grady?
Better than anyone.
But these are not your dinosaurs, per se.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
We are off on a dino hunt. Unlike in the last video where we sent an expedition team, this one is done by us and the ranger team.
This looks promising. You know, not that I'm promising anything. Everything points in this direction. Say what you want about the dinosaurs, but they're not subtle. Wherever they go, they leave a mark.
Sounds like someone I know.
Is it Dr. Malcolm? Because that guy, he is out there. Talk about an ego.
As opposed to...
Well, you know, a certain lovable animal behaviorist whose humility has a charm of its own. I feel like we're getting close. Just be ready for anything, all right? Ambush! Move quickly, not too quick. We'll trigger the chase. Move! Move!
Owen, are you okay? What is happening?
Little busy right now.
Please tell me you have things under control.
Do you want me to lie?
If it'll calm my anxiety, yes. I'm a bundle of raw nerves.
We're working the problem. We have a helicopter standing by, and they'll attempt to tranquilize the animal from the air.
Attempt? We need success, Dr. Dua, before it can eat Grady and the others.
No, please don't say that. You believe in the team, right?
You want me to lie?
Owen, what's our status?
We're close. We have everything almost under control, but the animal is injured. We'll need to get her to a secure enclosure for observation and treatment.
I'll notify Dr. Dua.
Oh, me? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Now, we've done this before, but we've never had an injured dinosaur. Let's get an enclosure built, and let's go through the steps on how to diagnose the injury and treat it.
And the herbivores? What about them?
As long as they stay away from civilization, leave them in place. They'll survive in the wilderness without our intervention, right?
Given time to adapt,
Yes, I'd say they will.
I guess that's something we're all gonna have to get used to. Having dinosaurs out in the world.
Is that you talking, or is that the government?
Claire, I am the government.
While we wait for the dinosaur to be transported to the enclosure that we just built, let's put down some of the essentials for that enclosure, like a ranger station and maybe some water. That'll help us make sure that the animal is comfortable during the first stages of this. Now, we also are going to need a paleo-medical facility. I am getting ahead of myself here. However, it takes a while for the transportation to happen, so let's just put down the paleo-medical facility while the transportation of the dinosaur is happening, and let the transportation finish, and we'll have the facility ready for it.
I'm going to need a paleo-medical facility to assess the status of the dinosaur that they're bringing in. We'll need to do a full medical scan. I want to understand what went wrong if we're going to avoid an event like this in the future. Sometimes what a problem requires is a new set of eyes. Let's hire a few scientists with the skills to diagnose these animals. Make sure they are competent with the MVU and can perform medical scans on the dinosaurs. I'm interested to see what we can discover.
In the last video, we hired Dr. Bevan. She has great logistic skills, but is lacking in the welfare department. We need to hire a new scientist with a higher welfare rating. Now, Dr. Steve Hartog and Dr. Uta Maramuya have the necessary welfare skills to diagnose and treat the dinosaur. I'm going to hire Maramuya. He's a welfare specialist and has a lower pay requirement.
We've hired more scientists, per Dr. Dua, so we should have a better handle on the dinosaur's medical status.
Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what went wrong.
Hey, if I've learned anything, it's that these animals are unpredictable. Like people. But with bigger teeth.
Yeah. We should keep an eye on her.
Right. Who? Dr. Dua?
Yes. She's working for the CIA now.
Oh, you'll be pleased to know I'm running a little intelligence op of my own. Looking out for the both of us.
You're a lot more astute than you let on.
Smarter, too.
The first step in assessing any health issues with a dinosaur in your parks is to use the MVU, the Mobile Vet Unit. Just click on the unit and add an assignment to do a medical scan on the dinosaur who has health issues. Use the MVU to diagnose any injury using a medical scan. Major injuries require special treatment at the paleo-medical facility. Dinosaurs need to be transported directly into the facility. Assign scientists to treat the injury while the dinosaur is at the paleo-medical facility.
We have to knock that dino out. I'd suggest a tranquilizer, but you know, you do you.
In this case, I'm going to use the remote function for the capture team to tranquilize the dinosaur. This way, I don't have to fly the helicopter myself and try and shoot the dinosaur. While the capture team is tranquilizing the dinosaur, I can manage other issues in the park.
Right. Now that we have control of the dinosaur, temporarily, let's get it transported to the paleo-medical facility, where we can treat its injuries.
Transporting the dinosaur to the paleo-medical facility is no different from transporting a dinosaur into an enclosure. You use the transport team, click on the dinosaur, and then click on the paleo-medical facility where you want the dinosaur to be treated. This will trigger the facility to ask which scientist or scientists you will use to treat the dinosaur. I'm going to use Murmaya because that's what we hired him for, the transport team that does all the work. While the dinosaur is a transport, it's important to look over the park. That is one reason I do transports in real time rather than on 3-speed during the game. Now here I'm using 3-speed for your benefit. The animations for the medical facility are very simple. I'm hoping that as the game is updated, they improve on the medical facility animations. There is a lot that can be done to create more realism, especially when we're going to have that first-person camera to interact with our parks. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to manage other aspects of your parks while some of these tasks are done. It's part of the experience. I see a lot of YouTubers and streamers rush through on 3-speed, but the purpose is to manage the park, not to get through the campaign as fast as possible.
Part of the healing process is to get some rest, preferably someplace comfortable.
Always works for me. Same for the dinosaurs, I'd imagine.
You imagine correctly.
Not according to my ex.
Yes, moving on then. We want to have the animal transported and then secure and comfortable in its enclosure, if you please.
Here's an example of why using the task time to manage the park is important. While a dinosaur is being treated, one of the ranger jeeps is attacked. It's nothing that the team can't handle, but it's important to always be aware that dinosaurs will attack your teams when they enter the enclosures. On 3-speed, this interaction could have been missed, and you could have lost the ranger team in the process. I know it's only a video game, but part of the game is the immersion it brings, and details like dinosaurs attacking your ranger teams are very important for gameplay. Now, transporting the animal back to its enclosure is basically the same thing. Just get the transport to go from the medical facility, the paleo medical facility, to the enclosure itself. Once in the enclosure, you just make sure the animal is fully healed. Now that the dinosaur is in the enclosure, we check to see that its comfort level is at 100%. If we can maintain that comfort level for the next 30 seconds, we finish this campaign. Congratulations, you now know how to diagnose an illness or injury in your dinosaurs, and how to treat major illnesses or injuries. Use this knowledge to manage your parks more efficiently. If this video was of some value to you, please hit the like button. It helps others find the video. For more tutorial videos like this one, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you as a member. And to be notified when we upload new videos, hit the bell icon. Don't forget to check out one of the videos on the screen. Thanks for watching. Adios.